Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. This isn't just an ordinary story, it's the story of a psycho mafia who was born in darkness, caged in pain, raised in blood, trained only to destroy, and couldn't sleep without giving pain. And an innocent dreamer who dared to dream big when his own family denied to accept his existence. One was the devil whose wrath nobody could handle, and other was the angel who could heal any pain by his voice. One was broken by the world, and other was believing in breaking the world. One was fire, so other was water. They discovered the kind of love that could either heal them or burn them alive. Comment after watching the full story. Guards hesitated. Boss, man is ready. A shadow stood up in darkness, cigarette smoke curling up in air, leaving the trail behind him. He picked a long leather whip wrapped around his wrist and walked towards the man who was kneeling on the floor. The first stroke landed on man's clothed back, loud sound of whip touching the skin with scream echoed in dark room. Just by 3 strokes, man passed out. The psycho mafia threw the whip on the floor and called his guards. Psycho mafia yelled, "Guards, take him to doctor. Such a pathetic man you brought for me. I think I have to find the man for me by myself. You all are useless. It's since a month I get a proper sleep." Guards on knees. "We are sorry, boss. There is no one who can bear your worth. This is the strongest man, but unfortunately passed out in only 3 strokes." Psycho Mafia lightened up cigarette and took a puff. In this much big world, there isn't a single person who can bear the worth of John Jungkook. Not a single person who can make me sleep. He came near the lamp and his face visible in dim lighting. His face was red, eyes was burning, hair was wet by sweat dumping on his forehead. Lips were parted away, giving the space to smoke curled in air. He was none other than the psycho mafia king, John Jungkook. Name: John Jungkook. Age 28 years old. Profession: Mafia King. Nature: cruel, ruthless, monster. Wants only blood. Mercy word doesn't exist in his life. Can't accept any mistake. No place of softness. Never smile. Living like an emotionless man. He was John Jungkook. He was very famous by the name of Psycho because what he would do next he himself didn't even know. He had the rare type of illness. He couldn't sleep without giving pain. Screaming helped him to sleep. For that, every night he hired the strongest men who can bear his beatings and helped him to sleep, but unfortunately, there was no one who could bear his wrath. His personal doctor always treated the wounds which were given by him. It was being whole damn month since he slept properly. Guard 1, while picking the men, he is just a monster. Guard 2, monster is even softer in front of him. I don't understand. How can anyone sleep after giving pain? Guard 1, that's why he's called as a psycho. But far away from the darkness of mafia life lived a boy named Tiang, innocent, fragile, dreaming of a stage where he could finally sing. He worked every day, every night, just to keep that dream alive. Jimin, T, wait a minute. Where are you going in this hurry? T, cafe. Today is there so much work. Jimin, why? Is there any party today? T, a little girl's birthday celebration party is there. Her parents weren't that rich to book any big hotel, so they booked the cafe for their daughter and her friends. Jimin, that's cool. I will also come to help you. T, Minnie, that isn't my own cafe. I work there as a waiter. Jimin, so what? I can help you. By this, I will get to eat free cake. Licked his lips. T smiled. Silly. Jimin, what silly? I'm damn serious. I will help you, but in return, you have to give me a piece of cake. T, you don't have to work in cafe. You just have to say, sir, that you want to eat cake and he will bake one for you. Jimin, that's true, but nowadays my pet cat became wild. He told me until I get full marks in his subject, he won't make any special dish for me. T, such a cruel punishment. Jimin, right now? T, mobile rang and he picked the call. Hello? Bring that chick to me. I'm outside of the university. Cut the call. Jimin, what happened? Who was in call? T, nothing, just for delivery. Jimin, delivery? You started working as delivery boy too? You didn't tell me? Stopped at his place and put his hands on his waist. I'm mad. T grabbed Jimin's hand and started dragging him. I didn't start any new work. It's my oldest job. Now walk fast by your tiny legs. Jimin, I'm working now. By the way, T, what do you think about the admission of music classes? T, I went there, but their fees is so high. Right now, I don't have much amount for admission. I'm searching another job for paying the fees. Jimin, T, how much work you do? You are executed yourself. T, I'm trying to fulfill my dream, Minnie. Jimin, you can take money from Yungi. Slowly, you can return. T, Minnie, I also told you countless times that I can't take money from sir. It's my dream to become a singer. I want to fulfill it by my own money. I want to achieve it on my hard work, not by charity. Jimin, I also told you countless times that we aren't doing any charity. You are my best friend, my soulmate. I just want to help you to achieve your dreams. Don't I have even this much right? T, Minnie, don't start again. You have full right on me. I want your support, but that should be moral, not financial. Please try to understand me. I want to do everything by my own. Jimin. Then fine. Young T's hand. T grabbed Jimin's hand. Don't be mad. Your cute face turned more cuter. Pushed him inside the car's passenger seat. Jimin. Ah! You bloody cheater! You brought me to him! T smiled and looked at Yoongi through car's window. Delivery is done. Jimin widened his eyes. What? So you are talking about this delivery? Looked at Yoongi. You cheap cat! You trapped my soulmate! Yoongi, everything is fair in love, my little chick. Jimin, I hate you. Yoongi, but I love you. Looked at T. T, come and sit. I will drop you at your cafe. T, thanks, sir, but I will go. Jimin, yeah, he has his long legs. He can walk by himself. You don't need to do any charity. T, sat at back seat. Don't be mad. See, I said. Jimin, I didn't tell you to sit. Yoongi, while driving. Now, why did you fight with him? Jimin, I didn't fight. And by your kind information, cat, you are my husband. You should support me only. Yoongi, yes, I'm your husband. That's why I know you better. It must be you who started the fighting first. Jimin, stop the car. I don't want to go anywhere with many people. Yoongi, T, what happened between you two? Why is my little chick burning this much? T, nothing, sir. I want to take admission in music class, but right now I don't have that much amount, so I'm searching a job. But he became mad. He's saying to take money from you, but I want to achieve my dream by my own efforts. Yoongi, he is right. Jimin, see, now my cat is also agreed. Now you don't. Jimin, see, now my cat is also agreed. Now you have to take money from us. Yoongi, I mean to say T is right. He should be independent, not like you. Jimin, you mean to say I'm not independent? For a kind information, I'm the one who decided what will cook on our house. You only cook, but I decide. You only feed me, but I chew by my mouth. Yoongi, you are doing the toughest work. You may be tired by this, aren't you? T smiled to see their cute bickering. Love is so beautiful and soft. I wish my husband loved me like Sir does to Minnie. Said in mind. Name Kim Taeyang, age 24 years, profession university student, nature loving, cheerful, humble, independent, self-made, angel who can heal any pain by his voice, believe in making the situation bearable instead of complaining, wants to be a singer. Two worlds, one built on pain, the other on dreams, and fate was about to make them crash, changing both forever. T came to the club by searching job. Bouncer took them to manager. T sang in some club before too, but this club was quite different from them. T was just looking here and there. Suddenly a man in his 40s came there. Manager, yes. T stood up. Sir, I want a job. I can work in lower amount too. Manager looked at T from head to toe. You are looking raw. Any experience? Said while examining T's body language. T, yes, I have sung for some clubs. I'm looking for a singer's job. I can work as waiter too. Manager, haven't you read the board before entering? T, I have read. It's written club and I read the board too. There was mentioned that you are looking for person. So I came inside. What happened? All the vacancies already closed? Said by biting his lower lip. Manager, it's not the normal club, it's a stripping club. T. Stripping club means? Manager, you really don't know? T shook his head vigorously. No. Manager, it's for adults. T showed him his ID card. I'm an adult too. Manager, no, you don't understand. Here you have to remove your clothes and entertain the customers. T widened eyes. Then I don't want any work. Thank you. About to go. Manager, King is here and very furious. Yesterday, the men we sent him passed out only by 3 strokes. He wants new, stronger than him. Manager, he was strongest. Now, what will we give to King? There is no one who can survive by his beatings. T came to them. I'm ready, I can go. Manager looked at him. You listen, kid. You aren't understanding. This isn't your cup of tea. Tea. It's only for beating. I can bear it. But you have to assure me that he won't touch me and give me money instantly. Men, don't worry about that. King never touch anyone. He doesn't even look at your face. He only want a person to release his anger in dark room. He will pay you before. If you survive more time, he will pay you double. Doctor will be there to treat you. You just have to endure the pain. T. That's great. I'm ready. Manager. Shut up. What ready? You don't know him. He's a monster. Even the strongest men couldn't take his worth. You, being a fragile boy, dare to think that you can bear him? You will die. T. Nothing will happen to me. At least let me try. I really need money. Men. Boss, when he's saying this much, then let him go. King is very furious. Manager, while rubbing his temple. Okay, take him, but stay there. T was taken to a room. It was all dark, nothing was visible. Dim light of lamp was only source of lighting. There was pin drop silence. T already changed his clothes into gloves. Soon he felt the presence of someone behind his back. Cook was standing there by holding a whip. He raised his hand but stopped for the first time after hearing T. T. No touching. Your manager assured me, and I want money instantly. I can't wait here all night. Understand? But before he could complete his sentence, 2 bundles of notes dropped on his knees. Wow, you are so fast. Now you can start. I'm ready. Locked his hands and placed on his lap and closed his eyes tightly. T, this is for your dream. If you survive, these 2 bundles of notes will be yours. You can you can take admission music class and step closer to your dream. You will sing on stage just for few minutes more. Set in mind. Cook was hitting him and T was screaming by remembering his dream. Tears were flowing, but he kept reminding himself about his dreams. Soon he curled up on the floor but didn't lose his consciousness. When he realized he wasn't getting any hit, he tiredly spoke between sobs. Why did you stop? I can bear more. He didn't get any reply. He tiredly closed his eyes and waited for a few minutes. When he didn't get any response, he opened his eyes and tiredly said, he found there was 4 bundles of notes instead of 2. He tiredly stood up with the support of wall. He went to bed and found a man was sleeping peacefully there. His hair was on his face. He quietly placed two bundles of notes beside him and came outside. Everyone got shocked to see T walking outside on his feet. Doctor immediately treated his wounds, gave him painkiller and ointment. He helped him to change his clothes and Club's private car dropped him near his hostel. He was living in hostel. He came for a job and found a bargain with the dark, no touch, just pain, and a price his body would pay so his dream could alive. Time skipped at next day. T was happily walking in the campus while humming the song. He was so happy today. His deep brushes were rubbing under his shirt. His face turned pale but glowing with happiness. He already took the admission in music class. Now he could sharp his music skill and could train by professional. He was one step closer to his dream. Jimin, Titi, wait for me. T stopped at his place and happily turned around with boxy smile. Minnie! Jimin, what happened? You are looking so happy. You got the job? T, no, better than this. Gave him the receipt. See? Jimin saw the receipt. Admission receipt of music school. It's the one of the best music school of our country and here's placement rate is so high. So many singers got the direct opportunity to sing on stage. T, yes, that's why I took admission in this music school. You will see Minnie. Next superstar singer will be your soulmate. I will send you the tickets of two premium seats. You and Sir can enjoy my concert. Everyone will chant only Kim Taeyang. Jimin grabbed T's arm and dragged him in Yoongi's cabin. You just come with me. T, Minnie, what happened? Where are you taking me? Jimin pushed the door of Yoongi's cabin and locked it. Yoongi, Jimin, you can't come here by this. I'm your professor here. Jimin slammed the admissions receipt on the table. See this and ask. If I will ask, then he will definitely make any excuse. Yoongi looked at admissions receipt. T, congratulations. You chose the best school to chase your dream. T, thank you, sir. Jimin picked the paperweight. I swear, Yoongi, I will break your head. Ask him where he got the money to take admission in this much big school from. Till yesterday, he didn't have money to take admission in normal school, but today, he took admission in one of the best school. He even paid 3 months fees in advance. What happened in one night that he got such a big amount? Ask him, did he do any wrong thing to get money? Why aren't you asking? Ask him. Yoongi, first calm down my angry bird. I'm asking. D, Jimin has a point. Tell us, where did you get such a big amount? T, I will tell you, but promise me you won't be mad. Jimin, I don't know about this cat, but if you did anything wrong, I would definitely beat the hell out of you. Yoongi, first let him speak. Pulled Jimin on his lap. T told them everything. So this happened. I swear I didn't do anything wrong. You can ask to the manager. Opened his bag and took out ointment and painkiller. See, doctor gave me this too. Jimin pulled his shirt and gasped to see bruises. Does this seem like a small thing to you? Tea. I'm fine, Minnie. I already ate the medicine. It's just the small payback for my dreams. Yungi, Tea, we understand your dedication towards your dream, but don't do this stupidity again. It's not good. Tea. I'm fine, sir. Don't worry. Meanwhile, with Cook woke up and found two bundles of notes beside him, which he gave to Tea. First time someone bore the pain and survived. First time he slept peacefully after so many years. Tea's voice was echoing in his mind. He didn't know, but he got obsessed with his courageous side. Even without knowing his name and seeing his face. Now he wanted tea back. First time someone showed him honesty, he ordered the manager to bring tea. Manager took whole week to search tea as he didn't know his name and address. Right now, Cook was sitting on his chair and Tea was sitting in front of his chair. He kept glaring at Tea's fragile body. Cook, so you are claiming that it was you who bore the beatings that night? Tea confidently. I don't claim. I was the one. Cook, that's impossible. A fragile boy like you can't bear my worth. Tea, don't go on my delicate body. I can bear any pain. Cook raised his one eyebrow. Why? Tea, I want to be a singer. I'm arranging money for it. Cook threw the contract papers on the table. I want to hire you. Tossed the two bundles of notes on the table which he left that day. Tea threw the contract papers and bundle of notes on Cook's chest. First learn how to behave. I'm not your pet animal whom you can give anything by throwing. Cook placed the contract papers and bundle of notes on the table again but respectfully. This is your money. I gave you as a reward for not passing out. And this is the contract paper. I want you. Read the paper carefully. No touching, no intimacy, only me. I break you, you endure, you get paid. You'll live in comfort. No more cafe job, no more searching another job for surviving. Just music, university, and me. Amount I left on you. Whatever amount you will decide, I will pay. I only want your body so that I can sleep peacefully. Medical help will always be there. My personal doctor will be there. You don't have any restriction, but you have to shift in my mansion. You can do anything. You can live your life normally, but no one is allowed to come in my mansion. Tea. What if I deny? Cook. It's your choice. I'm not forcing you, but remember, without money, you can't fulfill your dream. You will die by doing jobs, but then also you can't earn this much money. Tea, a contract let you hurt me. Cook, better to be given up to your dreams. I will give you respect, privacy, your dignity will be maintained. You will pay more attention on your studies and music. If you want, then I can launch your song. T. No, I don't want a shortcut to fulfill my dreams. I want to achieve it on the basis of my capability, not as charity. Can I take time to think and discuss? Cook, of course you can. Give him his personal mobile number. This is my personal mobile number. If you want to add any clause, then you can inform me. But remember, don't you dare to cheat me. T directly came to Yunmin's house with contract papers and told them everything. He was so scared and confused too. He didn't know what he should do. Jimin looked at contract paper. The contract of pain? No, you will deny that psycho mafia. This isn't the contract paper. It's like signing your own death certificate. I can't allow you to go in that dark mafia world where is nothing except blood and cruelty. T. This is a kind of job. If I sign this, then I don't need to do anything. I can focus on my dream and study. You also know none of job can give me this much facility. Jimin, this isn't a job, T. It's a lash. He wants you to be his pain slave. T. As far as there is no touch, intimacy, and crossing the lines, I'm fine. Jimin, you became mad, T. I won't let you sign this. Looked at Yoongi, who was busy in reading the paper. Why aren't you saying anything? Yoongi placed the contract paper on the table. I read every line of the paper carefully. There is no loopholes. It gives you freedom to end the contract any time, but with solid reason. T. He already told me this. Jimin stood up. What freedom, What rubbish are you talking about? Yoongi, Jimin, I'm saying what is written in the contract. Jimin, I don't know anything. You won't sign it, and that's final. T. Minnie, try to understand. It's for my dream. I'm not selling myself. I will just allow him to beat me at night. Simple. He assured me about my safety, and his personal doctor will be there too. Yoongi, T. It's so risky. How can you believe on any mafia? What if he forces you then? What if he breaks his promise then? No, you can't trust on any mafia. T. He gave me his personal number. He told me that I can add any clause. If you want, then you can check him. Yoongi, fine. Call him and say you want concession. Only 4 days he will beat you. T. Okay. Called Cook. Hello? Put the call on speaker. Cook. I knew it. You will definitely call me. Tell me, what do you think? T. Looked at Yoongi. I want concession. Only 4 days in a week. You will beat me. Cook. I need to sleep every day, but most of the time I'm out of my mission, so you can completely rest. T. Looked at Yoongi, who showed him his mobile. I won't do any housework. Cook. You aren't my maid. You don't need to do anything. T. Looked at Yoongi, who showed him another message. If I am tired or sick, you won't do anything. Cook. I'm not dumb. T. Looked at Yoongi and read another message. You will maintain proper distance from me. Cook. Our rooms will be opposite side. T. Looked at Yoongi. Cook. Why don't you let the person to talk who is feeding his words in your mouth? T. Shocked. How did? Cook. I'm a mafia for nothing. Yoongi. Don't you dare to think he is alone so you can take advantage of him. I am with him. If you dare to cross your line, then... Cook. If I have any such type of intention, then I wouldn't let him go. His dignity will be protected. His safety is my responsibility. Think wisely. I will never break my promise. Cut the call. Jimin. I don't have trust on him. I won't let T to go there. Yoongi looked at T. What do you want, T? Don't think you are alone and helpless. We are with you. If he dare to touch you without your consent, I will break his hand. Not a victim, not yet a lover. Somewhere between prey and partner, the boy walked into the monster's den on his own terms just to fulfill his dream. Cook showed him whole mansion. Anything you want to say? T shook his head but slowly nodded. How many people are living here? Cook. None. Only you, me, and my personal doctor, Jin Hyang. I don't like noise, so you better be in your limits. Go to your room and arrange your things. That's how T started his new life with Cook. As Cook promised, he didn't touch T. T was free to do anything. Cook met him only at dinner time. Cook never be there at breakfast time. Every night T witnessed the new shades of monster and Jin treated his wounds. He consoled him too, just like a child. T was comfortable with Jin and adjusted in his new life until the worst day came. Jin, did he place a chocolate milkshake on the table? Here is your milkshake. Study well. T. Thank you, Hank. Are you going anywhere? Jin. I'm going to attend an emergency case. But don't worry, I will be back till midnight. Cook is also in mission. I will lock the door from outside. T. Okay. Jin patted T's head and left. Cook was on his mission from past 2 weeks. T's exams were going on. He was studying in his room while sipping his milkshake. Suddenly, he was pushed on the floor and turned around and found Cook was standing there. His face had blood scratch. Eyes were begging to sleep. He was totally drunk and couldn't be able to stand straight. Belt was wrapped around his wrist. But before T could say anything, Cook started hitting him. T, can't I get off? Tomorrow is my exam. Cook, I want sleep. I didn't sleep from past 2 weeks. I need you, said in desperate shaky voice. He was hitting T without listening anything. T's screaming seemed lullaby to him. He didn't hit him more, but those hits were so powerful. Since 2 weeks he didn't get any hits. Oh, his body became so soft. He was trying to endure the pain, but it was too much for him. He tried to rub his arm, but one hit landed on his right hand. Cook threw the belt and left to his room. He immediately fell asleep. Time skipped at next day. Cook woke up in afternoon. After 2 weeks he slept. He felt so fresh and relaxed. He stood up and directly came to T's room to check him. It was his daily routine. He always came to check T after waking up. He didn't find T anywhere. He checked the time and realized he might be in his university. He came to downstairs after freshening up and found Jin was there. He picked the apple and about to eat. Jin, did you sleep well? Cook, after 2 weeks I slept. Your all the medicines are worthless. I couldn't get a nap in this meantime. Looked at wall clock. By the way, where is T? By now he has to come back. He is 10 minutes late. About to bite the apple. Jin, he has 2 exams today. Cook looked at Jin. Exams? Jen, 2 days ago his exams has started. Cook, oh shit, he was saying something last night but I didn't listen him. Threw the apple on Jin and ran from there. Jin, now where are you going? Ash, this boy is always in hurry. Cook immediately drove off to T's university and started waiting for him. He was feeling guilty for the first time in his life. But why? He was also finding the answer of this question. He swore T was coming with Jimin while laughing. Don't know why, but felt jealous. He didn't like how Jimin was clinging to T. He didn't know Jimin. T saw Cook and excused Jimin and came to him. Cook didn't say anything. He just opened the door of passenger seat for him. T hesitantly sat on passenger seat. You here? Cook sat on driver's seat. Who was that boy? T. Who? Cook. Who was cleansing to you? T. Oh, Minnie. Cook. So his name is Minnie. T. No, his name is Jimin, but I called him Minnie by love. He's so cute and my soulmate. Cook. Cleansing the steering. Soulmate? You didn't tell me that you have a boyfriend? T. Eyes widened. Boyfriend? No. He isn't my boyfriend. He is my best friend and already married to my professor. Cook sighed in relief. Oh, so you aren't in relationship. T. But why are you asking? Cook. Nothing. How was your exam? T. Good as usual. I attempted all the questions. Cook. Tied the seat belt. T. Oh yeah. Sleeves lights up and showing the deep red bruises on his right hand. Cook grabbed T's hand and pulled the sleeves up. I hit on your right hand? How did you write the exam? I'm really sorry. I didn't know that you are having exams and I never intended to hurt your hand. Don't know how it happened. We will go to Hyang. I will talk with your principal. You can give re-exam. T. I'm fine. Moved his fingers. See, it's not hurting. I can easily move my fingers. I wrote my exams well. There is nothing to worry. Cook folded his one leg and properly turned to T, holding his right hand in between his hands. Look, I'm extremely sorry. My intention was never to hurt you. I will pay you for compensation. I hadn't slept from past 2 weeks and I was drunk too. It was just an accident. I will be more careful from next time. T. I'm fine. Jin Hyang gave me injection last night. I slept well and before coming to university, he gave me painkiller too. There is nothing to worry. Cook, but still your exams couldn't have got ruined because of me. I'm extremely sorry. I promise it will never happen again. T. Yes, this could have happened, but it didn't happen. Jin Hyang was there to handle me. I don't want any compensation. By the way, why are you saying sorry again and again? It's the part of my job. Haven't you hired me for endorsing the pain? You didn't did anything wrong. You did what was written in the contract. Why are you getting worried for me? Who am I to you? After hearing this, Cook left T's hands and started driving. He was thinking about T's words. Cook, while driving, he's right. It's the part of his job. I hired him to paint. He's getting paid for it. Then why do I feel guilty to hurt him? Why am I thinking about his pain? And why the hell I said sorry to him? I never said sorry to anyone. Who is he to me? He is just my pain. What was that emotion? Feeling to lose him? No, I'm an emotionless. Is this just a fleeting spark of emotion or the first crack in the iceberg beginning to melt? T. Watching K drama while having his snacks. Jin Yang. Jin. T. Isn't this male lead looking so hot while riding a bike? Jin. T. What just You are so unromantic, Yang. Don't you wanna enjoy the romantic bike ride like this? I love the boy who has bikes more than cars. Jin. Titi, I'm not unromantic. For romancing on bike, you must have a partner like this K-drama main lead. But when my husband gets time from breaking the things, then he would think about romance. He even doesn't have driving license. T. What? You are married? You didn't tell me? Jin. You never asked. By the way, he went outside for his worthless business trip. When he will return back, I will let you to meet him. But be careful, my Juni can break you too. T laughed. Jin Yang, you are so funny. By the way, you know my best friend and his husband used to go on date on bike. They both are perfect couple. I have already decided that I will marry only the person who has bike and who will love me like main lead. He's just perfect. Cook about to go outside but stopped hearing T. What's happening here? Don't you have exam tomorrow? T flinched out and sudden voice and stood up. Yeah, I have some. Cook. Then go and study. Why are you wasting time in watching these stupid romantic dramas? T. They aren't stupid, they are so good. Cook. Don't argue. Go to your room and focus on your study. I didn't hire you to drooling over some stupid boys. T mumbled. Don't say anything to him. He is my favorite actor. Cook looked at Jin. If I saw this stupid man's drama in my house, I swear I will burn this TV. T mumbled. Meaning, by the way, are you going anywhere? Cook. I have very important meeting. Walked towards T and kissed him in between his hands on the wall. And you will only study, understand? T. Oh, okay. Slipped between Cook's arms and ran to his room. Jin. Jealousy is very important in relationship. Saw Cook's glare. What? I'm sending the voice note to my Juni. By the way, by glaring at main lead, nothing will happen. He is really so handsome and the best rider. I wish he soon find his biker love. Cook looked at Jin. Don't you have anything to do? Go and prepare food. Jin. I'm just saying the truth. Left. Cook looked at TV while poking his tongue in his cheek. Bike ride. Time skipped at next day. T came out from his university while talking with Jimin. He noticed Cook was there, but today he brought a bike. He hid his face by mask. His one hand tattoos were exposed. He was looking damn hot today. Everyone just looking at him and drooling, but his eyes were fixed only on T. T went to him and Cook made him wear helmet first then himself. He didn't say a single word. T sat on the bike and Cook left. Everyone's jaw hung to see T with Cook. T wanted to hug Cook but hesitated. There was no touch clause in his contract. Cook noticed it from side mirror and put the brakes. Tea bumped with Cook's back. Cook stretched his hand and pushed Tea to himself, leaving no space between them. He locked Tea's arms on his waist and again started the bike. Tea placed his face on Cook's shoulder and smiled. Soft breeze was touching Tea's soft cheeks and making him fluster. They didn't say anything. Cook took a long route. Tea was enjoying bike ride so much. Everyone who was passing by there jealous of them. Cook safely dropped Tea on his mansion and left for his work. Time skipped after few days. Few days passed. Cook always came to pick Tea from his university, but never said anything. Neither did Tea. Cook didn't come back home at night. He didn't want to become the hurdle of Tea's studies. He gave Tea full time. Tea used to wait for Cook at night, but he always made an excuse and left. Jin knew Cook was doing this purposely. He was still feeling guilty for hurting Tea. On the other side, Tea was worried for Cook because he knew about Cook's illness, that he couldn't sleep. Today was Tea's last exam. He informed Jin that he had some extra lecture in music school, so he will go directly there from his university. Jin was busy in his hospital work and Cook was busy in his meeting. Cook's rivals saw Tea with Cook so many times, and today, when Tea was alone walking on the street, kidnapped him and threw him in the van. Rival slapped Tea. So, this is the boy who got Psycho's attention? Pull Tea's hair. Tea, let me go. Rival, how can I let go this golden opportunity? Men put the brake and Rival bumped with car's front seat along with Tea. Why did you stop the van? Man, boss, someone is there. Tea saw and found Cook was laying on the bike and covering his face by bucket cap. He knew it was Cook. Cook threw the cap and stood up. You shouldn't touch him. Rival came out with Tea pointing the knife on his throat. Finally, I got your weakness. Cook, I'm again warning you. Let him go. Rival, there is no better fun to watch the Psycho Mafia in pain. Push the tip of knife on Tea's throat and blood started flowing. Tea whimpered, ah! Cook became mad to see this. He shot on Rival's leg and he fell on the floor. Firing started. Cook went to Tea and hid him behind himself. He was everyone and Tea was hiding behind him, closing his eyes. He fought and all the men alone. There wasn't much men as he only came to kidnap Tea. Tea opened his eyes and found himself in middle of the blood and bodies. He found Cook mercilessly hitting the rival who was already died. Blood was dripping from Cook's forehead and knuckles, but he didn't stop punching. Tea went to Cook and hugged him tightly. Cook saw dried blood on Tea's throat. His eyes, which were already fuming in anger, turned in madness. There was a strange type of madness which neither was love nor anger. He immediately picked Tea in his arms and came to Jin's cabin, who was talking with his patient. He placed Tea on the bed and went to Jin, who was shocked to see Cook's devastated state. Patient immediately ran from there. Cook grabbed Jin's arm. Check him. Jin, I will check Tea, don't worry. Cook, no! Check him right now. Jin made Cook sit on the chair. Tea is fine, there is nothing to worry. Cook slid his hand on the table, falling everything on the floor. Why aren't you listening me? Check him. Jin slowly went to Cook. Cook, relax, breathe. Strokes his back. Cook slammed Jin on the table and twisted his hand behind his back. Check him fast. Haven't you heard? Check him, god damn it. Jin stretched his hand to drawer and took out his special injection and slapped on Cook's neck. Cook loosened Jin's hand. He looked at T, who was looking at him with terrified eyes before passing out. First time, the mask of Psycho cracked, revealing a broken man. His emotionless eyes, which used to fill with only dominance, today there was something, but not love. There was fear, fear to lose the boy whom he almost lost today. Time skipped after some times. Tea tiptoed of Cook's room and peeking inside only to find Cook was laying on the bed and Jin was sitting beside him. Jin saw Tea and gestured him to come inside. Tea came inside. Jin, did you sleep well? Tea, while looking at Cook. Jin, any problem in speaking? Tea, still looking at Cook. No, just a little pain. Jin, good. Tea, looking at Cook. Why is he still sleeping? Jin, I gave him double dose of sleeping injection. He won't wake up before morning. Tea, sit on the bed. Am I allowed to ask question about him? Jin, you want to ask his sudden change of behavior? Tea slowly nodded his head. I never saw him this much mad before. He was looking so dangerous. Is he alright? Jin, he has the rare type of illness. He can't sleep. But he wasn't like this. He was only 10 years old when he was pushed in Mafia's dark world. His dreams shattered, books were snatched, connection from outer world was broken. All he knew that he has to carry forward his family's mafia legacy. For that he was sent in brutal training camp. He never learned love, neither did Kit. He was the heir, but on simple mistakes, brutally tortured by the trainer without any mercy. His all the emotions were snatched, but emotions make people weak, and a future mafia king can never be weak. There wasn't this much hair on his body with that much bruises his body had. He was raised by blood and knew only pain. In that brutal training camp where everywhere was only darkness and blood, he found a little source of hope in his friend. They shared their pain together, but one day, while protecting him, his friend sacrificed his life. His friend's death became trauma for him. The guilt of not being able to protect him made him restless. His friend's screaming still echoing in his ear. Whenever he tried to close his eyes to sleep, he only remembered that incident. Slowly, his condition getting worse because of not sleeping, his mental health disturbed. He found peace in pain. In the beginning, he hit himself but couldn't get relief. But one day, he brutally hit a betrayer. He slept that day because of scream. Then it became his habit. Today, when he saw you in blood, he remembered that incident again. His trauma triggered. You are his need, his medicine. He didn't want to hurt you. That's why, when he accidentally hit on your hand, he maintained distance till your exam got finished. He brought you for his sleep, but he prioritized your exam over his sleep. He's a monster, but why? There is the reason behind it. Tear dropped from his eyes. Didn't you try any treatment like nature or soothing music? Jin, we tried everything. These treatments will work when you have emotions, but his all the emotions already died a long ago. There is nothing left except anger. T. But why is this much cruelty? Jin. Because this is mafia world where before hurting others you have to burn yourself first. Time skipped after some times. Cook woke up. His head was spinning. He opened his eyes and found himself in his room. He remembered the incident and ran to T's room to check him. But T wasn't there. He checked him in whole house, but T wasn't anywhere. He thought T left him after seeing his psycho behavior. He pulled his hair, but suddenly heard some noise from kitchen and found T was there, wearing a bear outfit and holding a lid of pan. And in one hand and other hand he was holding a spatula. He was scolding. But whom? T, while holding lid and the spatula like a shield and a sword. I said stop popping out. Can't you understand? I didn't come here so you are trying to scare me. I don't scare of you. If I want then I can throw you out. Cook while leaning on the door frame. What's happening here? What are you? And what condition you have made my kitchen? It looked like a battlefield. T looked at Cook. It's not my fault. I was peacefully cooking, but this stupid popcorn started attacking on me. Cook went to him. You are preparing popcorn in flat pan. Have you ever cooked before? T. I only ate but never cook. Cook. Then why did you try to cook? Where is Hyang? T. He went to attend some emergency case. He said he will come back soon, but still hasn't come back. Cook. Then you should wait until he returns. T. I can wait, but not them. Cook raised his one eyebrow. Them? Who is here except you and me? T. Mouse of my stomach. They keep jumping and asking for food. Cook slowly shook his head and smiled a little. He lifted T up like he had no weight and made him sit on the counter. He started cooking and T was looking at Cook while holding a lid near his face. Cook fed him by his hand and ate himself by same bowl. T. Why are you showing this much care to me? Who am I to you? Cook dropped the chopstick and leaned towards T while placing his hands on the counter. T closed his eyes and bit his lower lip. Cook rescued T's lower lip by his finger and rubbed it by his thumb. T thought he would kiss him. His heart was racing, but Cook didn't kiss him. He leaned towards his ear and whispered, Cook, you are my addiction that I can't leave even after my death. T looked at Cook's black eyes. Suddenly, he heard a loud thunder and hugged Cook tightly. Cook, are you scared of thunder? T, yeah, can I hug you? Cook, you are already hugging me. By the way, where did you get this bear outfit from? T, Minnie gifted me on Friendship Day. Isn't it cute? Cook, no, you are looking so cute. exactly like a baby bear. I will never let anything happen to you and your dream. Carried him in his arms and took him in his room. Cook started picking and dropping tea at his university and his music school. He increased his security too. They started sharing talks. Small talks turned long conversation. When tea rehearsed, Cook sat there and hear him. He always took out time to attend Tea's music events. Tea's voice relaxed Cook's unstable mind. They started going on small dates to celebrate Tea's small achievements. His emotionless heart once again got its beat. He less the beating. He easily got sleep just by 5-6 hits. Jen was observing Cook's changed behavior. Cook started cooking for tea and tea started demanding. They even started sharing bed with every day. Cook started recovering. Tea's music, voice, his presence, his hug became his therapy. The monster who couldn't sleep without hitting now couldn't sleep without hugging tea. Beatings completely stopped. The monster began to soften. The boy began to see light in the shadows, and somewhere between Bruces and music, a bond was born. Time skipped after 2 years. 2 years passed, T. Cook's bonds got stronger. They both felt incomplete without each other. They weren't love or best friend. Their relationship was something different. They slept together on same bed under the same blanket but still hadn't kissed, hadn't proposed. They were very comfortable with each other. Cook was completely fine. T got the opportunity to sing on stage for the first time. Cook was more happy than T. T reached here by his hard work, not by any shortcut. Yunmin and Jin were also present there in the crowd. Cook made a play card to cheer T. Suddenly T called him in backstage. Cook happily, T, wow, you are looking so pretty. How are you feeling? Nervous? Don't worry, I know you will give your best. I have full trust on you. Showed him play card. See, I made it for you. I will cheer you loudest. T smiled and went to Cook. Today is very special day for me. Won't you give me any gift? Cook, gift? Oops, sorry. I forgot about gift in excitement. I will give you a gift after the show. Promise. T, I already brought the gift. You just have to sign on it. Gave him paper. Cook took the papers. What's this? T, my gift. I need your approval. Cook saw the papers. End of contract. T, Today I am going to start my new life. After this, many opportunity will come to boost my career. I know I'm your addiction and need, but I don't want it. I know you will never sign on it, but still, I'm giving you this. Cook placed the paper on the table and picked the pen, signed on the paper. Yes, you are my need, my addiction that I can't leave even after my death. But it doesn't mean I will bind you. I promised you the contract will be end whenever you want. If you want this, I will happily give you. Tear dropped on the paper. Best of luck for your career. After today, neither will I come into your life nor will you get to see my face. Left. The monster, Psycho Mafia King, who was the other name of pain, whose eyes were always filled with rays. Today, tears were in them, whose hands never shook by taking anyone's life. Today, shook by signing on papers. The mafia, who can win whole world, today lost the battle of love. The psycho who believed in snatching the things, today letting his life go. Cook left with tears. T came to stage while holding a guitar gifted by Cook, signed by Yunmin, Jin, and Cook. Jin and Yunmin were there, but Cook wasn't. Everything turned black. All the spotlight was on T. T. Hello everyone. The song I'm going to perform is written by me. If loving you burning, I hope you all like it. I walked through shadows with chains around my name. The world was silence, but your fire called my pain. Every scar, every wound I hide, you are the storm that stays by my side. If loving you means burning, then let me turn to flame. If walking with you is falling, I will fall and call your name. The world can take my freedom, but never steal my truth. Cause every song I'm singing will always be for you. You gave me shelter when the night refused me down. Even when I freed you, my heart was never gone. Every fear, every fight I choose, I would rather burn than lose. If loving you means burning, then let me turn to flame. If walking with you is falling, I will fall and call your name. The world can take my freedom, but never steal my truth. Cause every song I'm singing will always be for you. They won't hear it, but you will. Every word, it's your seal. Even if I stand alone tonight, your shadow holds my light. If loving you means burning, then let me turn to flame. If walking with you is falling, I will fall and call your name. The world can take my freedom, but never steal my truth. Cause every song I'm singing will always be for you. Note: this song is written by me. I tried to add T's feelings in it, which he couldn't express to Cook. T stopped singing. There was pin drop silence. Tears were in T's eyes. Suddenly he heard one loud applause with loudest cheer of his name. He knew who he was. Everyone applause for him by cheering his name. The world thought it was just another debut song, but for T, it was a confession carved into melody, a plea to the one man who still stayed even after being let go. And for Cook, it was the answer of his all the unasked questions. T came to backstage and found Cook was already there waiting for him. He went to him and stood behind him. T, I knew it. You wouldn't go. Cook turned around. How could I go leaving my soul here? I would never leave you, T. I will always be your biggest fan. and cheer loudest for you. T. Then why did you sign on the contract papers? Cook. You wanted to be freed, and I don't have any reason to bind you. You started your new journey. I want you to fly high in the sky, not chained in my prison like world. T. I want the answer of my song, Cook. Cook. I destroyed everything I touched. I was born in blood, raised in chains. My love is poison, T. Do you really want to burn with me? T. Give him another papers. My answer is in it. Cook. Saw the papers. Marriage contract. T. I want to be your love, not your addiction and need. I ended the contract because that was based on condition we both signed for our needs. That was an unwanted relationship, but now I want you to give our relationship a name, a legality that make us one from two individuals. Cook. I'm a monster, T, a beast. T. Then make me your beauty. I saw your worst side, even at your worst. You never crossed your line. Without any relation, you always protected me. I felt more safe with a monster than a normal human being. Cook. I'm a fire, T. I will burn you too. T. If loving you means burning, I'm ready to burn. Let's burn together. Make it official, Cook. Give me your name. Wear the ring of my name. Carve my name on your chest. Allow me to walk together with you until death apart us. 2 years ago, you gave me the contract of pain. Today, I am giving you the contract of marriage. Be mine and make me yours. Cook didn't say anything. He just looked at T, who was looking at him without blinking his eyes. There was no fear, no regret, no pain, just love for him. He picked the same pen from the counter by which he ended the contract of pain and signed on the marriage contract. Cook pulled T closer by his waist. Happy to be Jeon Tiang. T wrapped his arms around Cook's neck. Very happy. Touched Cook's lip piercing. I always wonder how would it feel to kiss with these piercing. Cook. Why don't you try? We are legally married now. T attached his lips with Cook. Their lips were moving in sync. It wasn't gentle, but desperate, fury, raw, years of pain collapsing into passion. They were colliding, leaving no space between them, not caring about the world. They were completely lost in each other. Yunmin and Jin were standing at the door frame, watching them. Jin slowly closed the door, giving them complete privacy. No flowers, no crowd, no applause, just two broken souls binding themselves in fire. A psycho who believed he could never love, and a boy who chose to heal him with his voice. Their vows weren't of purity, but of chaos, devotion, and burning. Time skipped after a few days. They married in private ceremony where only Yunmin and Jin were present with marriage registrar. T wanted a grand wedding, but he just started his career. So Cook decided to keep it secret. Today was their first night. Outside was raining and thundering, and inside the room, two hearts were racing, two bodies were waiting to be one soul. He stood near the window, white shirt dumb against his skin, chest raising fast with nerves and anticipation. Cook closed the door behind them, locking it with a click that echoed like a roar. He walked towards T slowly, like a predator approaching prey, but his eyes burned not with cruelty but desire. Cook, husky, you are mine now, not because of contract, but because you chose to burn with me. He pushed T gently but firmly against the wall, one hand pinning his wrist above his head, the other trailing down his side. T shivered but didn't resist. T breathlessly whispered, "Ah, I was always yours, even before tonight." Cook, then let me mark your mind completely. May I? T slowly nodded his head. Cook pressed his lips against T's. The was hungry, desperate, nothing gentle. T responded just fiercely, tugging against his grip until Cook lets go, only for T to wrap his arms around Cook's neck, pulling him closer. The candles flicked violently as their bodies pressed together, heat radiating between them. After few minutes, they parted away, breathing heavily but still looking at each other. Cook, I have brought your first night gift. Tea, sparkling eyes. What? Cook, me first. Cook attached his auntie's neck and started making tea was softly while undoing Cook's button, slipping his shirt from his shoulder, leaving him from upper side. Cook left T's neck and stood at the distance. T saw his name's tattoo on Cook's chest. On his heart, he touched the tattoo and looked at Cook with glossy eyes. T, you inked the tattoo of my name on your heart. Cook pulled him closer by his waist. You told me to carve the tattoo of your name on my chest, so how would I ignore it? You were already inside it. Now your name written is outside too. Now mark it and make it yours. T pushed Cook on the wall and peeked over his name. He it in one go, then roughly just below the tattoo, making a dark purple. Cook was while removing T's. He patted T's back to gesture him to jump, and T quickly jumped and locked his legs around Cook's. Cook carried T on the bed and made him lay down there. He removed the rest of the air and hovered over T. Cook, I gave you so many brooches. Tonight I want to worship and paint them by my love. Am I allowed? T, yes, you are allowed to do whatever you want. Tonight I am your canvas. Paint me with your love. Cook, one last question. Gentle or rough? T, I want my beast, John Cook. Cook smirked. As you wish. This beast will make his beauty forever his. Cook turned T on his back, his shoulder bone leaving the trail of behind along with his spine. His was playing with T's body and hands were slapping his, making them hot burning red. He flipped T on his back and down his chest, Every touch a mix of possession and revulsion. His leaves marks his soothed them. Tea arced beneath him, gasping. Cook's name like a prayer. Every brew she cooked once inflected was now turned into a kiss of devotion. Every touch that was once pain became passion. Outside was raining, thundering, raindrops were dripping on the windows, and inside was a couple that making one. Candles started melting. Room was filled with their they were loud and crazy. Cook was every inches of teas. Once they were done, Cook cleaned both of them and spread new sheet. He forcefully showed painkiller in T's mouth and made him gulp with the help of water. He lay down beside him and pulled T on his chest, covered their bodies with blanket. T placed his pouty lips on Cook's chest and mumbled, T, you haven't said that you love me. Cook, while stroking his hairs, I literally broke you and you still need proof. T, yes, I want. Cook peeked on T's swollen lips. I will prove you tomorrow if you will be able to stand. He protectively wrapped his arms around T's shoulder and kissed on his top of the head. It is still raining outside, and inside, T Cook were sleeping peacefully. And so, the night that was once filled with screams of pain turned into whispers of love. Two broken souls who choose not gentleness but fire. For love isn't always gentle, sometimes it's the kind of flame that destroys the darkness itself. None of relationship is perfect. Both the partners' effort make it perfect. They signed the contract of pain, but they didn't know the destiny had signed them for love. True love is not about chains or contract. It's about freedom and still choosing each other. Even the most dangerous heart can be healed when someone dares to stay. Pain may break the body, but love mends the soul. And when two broken souls decided to burn together, they create a fire that no darkness can ever put out. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. From past few months, few people were requesting Tea Cook Dark Story, so I thought to make it on Cook's birthday special. I thought to make top tea, but the things which story wants all were in Cook, so I made it top Cook. If you want more tea cook stories, top tea or cook, then comment down. I will love to make, but for that you have to do like and comments. Don't forget to tell me how was Psycho Mafia cook and his singer husband T. Love never perfect. Both the partners' efforts make it perfect. Every story is different. If a person let you go even after knowing you are his addiction, then nobody can love you more than him. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.